And if I string together a scheme about how I could take the whole of Sweden out, and don't think that for a sec I'll side with what Hitler did, but if you're already gassed, then this genocide is definitive. You need to understand, my guy, Rowan done some of the demon. You get props for coming from Sweden, but the only hospitality you'll get from me is an uppercut in your gut that leaves your lungs pussing and bleeding like, welcome to England, faggot, now when the fuck are you leaving? I'll throw your mother off a skyscraper just to give her a taste of gravity. Gather atmosphere in my palm and slap you with it just so you can face reality. Then I'm gonna rape your family just to make you mad at me and walk away and leave a note that says fuck base mentality. In our 2-on-2 battle, you quite passively said your mate's granddad was dead. That's disrespect, and for that it should be your granddad instead. Ew, you're whack. I'm young, you're old. I'm competitive, you're arrogant. The way you think you're so special's an embarrassment. Innuendo is a wanker, and I'm a lot less developed but look better in comparison. The only reason there'd be tears in this fat cunt's eyes is because he'll wake up, change his Facebook relationship status at sunrise like I think I'm in love, guys, then get dumped, and then hold up, and then get dumped by lunchtime. But I ain't here to fracture him. In fact, I'll fraction him. Split his brain into fragments. See, I came to dismantle him, then came to the realization I don't even have to break him down because his name is an acronym. You slob of a sister locked in submission, washing pots in my kitchen with a fucking fat little vaginal orifice ripping, but the flab between her pussy and ass crack got me lost in the middle like an agnostic opinion. I'm in Canada going off like a panic alarm. My knife work can leave your abdomen scarred. Spill your guts, stick the shank in your heart. Run up where your mother and father stay with C4 strapped to my arms. Call me Chris Benoit, rip your Canadian family apart. If I was busting nuts in this bitch and gave her the loaded magnum, it would burst the prophylactic, soak the mattress, overflow the atlas till it broke and snapped the global axis, engulf the planet, shatter the atmosphere and leave the galaxy overcasted, resulting in total blackness. I mean, hammer punches can be hard when you combine them with actual skill. Here's an example, 3 courses for you. You ain't moving food for starters, you'd never pass on a meal. Motherfucker, I'll bring a mountain of quarter pounders to your hamburger hill and gradually turn Ontario into Amityville. That methamphetamine addicted scat has spent several summers bent double paralytic sucking a decrepit husband. She needs to quit fucking sweating buckets from cat consumption, clean herself up and tell her pathetic son to stop his pretentious fronting but how he's a vet or something, cause in recollection you've done next to nothing. Arrogance that blinds you, I mean you're whack. So it definitely ain't cause no fans gassed you as their idol. In fact, I'm betting this religion, cause in your bender battle you were spitting behind a big G.O.D. wrote your appraisals like you had your hand up on a Bible. So you think God got you out of jail and that he'll absolve you of all your future sins, so you abide by his word like some sort of Catholic disciple, which would make sense cause your name's Ark and you're convinced there's an animal inside you. Earning stripes is my specialty. I moved in the ranks progressively. You're not nothing anymore, Ark. You've never been. So drop that arrogant fucking face you do whenever someone talks to you disrespectfully, and respect that in battling alone, I am more than you will ever be. You've been whacked since your dad bust his load. You ugly, overgrown fucking fetus. You got the swagger of a 1-year-old. Oh shit, check it out. After 6 months of ducking me like a little fucking hoe, Smeagol finally clambered out his cubby hole, submerged from the undergrowth, and grew the fucking balls to battle me outside his comfort zone. He handles my girth. I know you wish you could clutch every strand of cash on the earth, but I hope throughout life your financial situation grows dramatically worse. I will choke slam your nan on a hearse and shout, that's a philosophical unanimous verse. Your mother's got a hook nose on some Alexandra Burke shit. And she's single simply because your dad prefers kids and ran away from home when you were 9 to open up a string of Catholic churches. He used to put your niece on her knees and molest her till he snapped her back in half and cracked her sternum. Screamed that he was Jesus and plaster her with massive sperm hits, then proceed to stuff that dog like a taxidermist as he passed around the chapel like a flask of bourbon till she gassed it hurt because they gangbanged the slag till they collapsed the service. A plastic surgeon, that's for certain. Cause you're an ugly motherfucker, bruv. I mean, I know I probably look like some sort of flabby vermin, but at least I don't look like somebody genetically combined organic sperm with a Nazi German. Recording porn tapes. I hit it before, so I'm fully aware the pussy tastes sweeter than sorbet. But we skipped the foreplay, got straight into it, left the clit saute. Afterward, looked like that shit had been ran through with a hacksaw blade. I made that bitch go dumb on my dick for so long it was stupid. She won't remember how to fuck when I'm done with your dame, and she'll catch herself a case of dementia if she gives out any more brains. Old man, you're a disgrace. You're such an old motherfucker. When you were younger, your mother told you that playing with dinosaurs isn't safe. Your birth certificate's carved into the walls of a cave. Your lifespan could bypass Queen Victoria's age. And the only reason you're sick is because you was born during the plague. You're so decrepit and old that you've probably already suffered several strokes. I'm betting the cartilage in your legs is corroding, half your skeleton's broken. And if you want to live to see the future, you should invest in getting cryogenically frozen. You ain't grabbing and blasting a gun, I don't know why you're acting so gutter. You have the anatomy structure of an African marathon runner and secretly suck off your dad in the back of his Hummer so he gives you cash for the summer. See, before we get to the comedy, I've got to teach this college geek a little history lesson. The real Einstein was recruited by the American government as a militant weapon. Operation Paperclip. You need to start reading properly. He contributed to building the world's first atom bomb with his mathematical equations and genius quality. So, next time you think your name has meaning in deep philosophy, just know the real Einstein helped destroy half of the Japanese economy. It's true, my anatomy's fat. I need to fill my abdomen with Slim Fast. But your oxygen passage is a gym mat. Cause you exercise your throat on death's dick so much, your Adam's apple has a six-pack. You personify abbreviated words and look like you just finished preschool. You're so genetically undeveloped, your DNA strands have to wear armbands in your gene pool. What the fuck is this, a handicap convention? You look like you're fresh from your last semester of acting lessons. You're a fucking mad fluorescent faggot dressing like he hasn't ventured adolescence. Your delivery doesn't capture essence or attract attention because it lacks aggression. You think he had no bars and needed his phone charged the way he gets a bad reception. So you're a paedophile at heart with a genetically little hand. I don't know what's more sexually vile, but it's a winning combination for him because when they're compiled, he can masturbate with his small hand and pretend it's a child. Plastic, bro, I'll rock your dome like Stallone playing Rocky. So if Soul want a box, I'm putting Soul in a box. When I Shang Tsung this whack cunt and rip his soul from his body. It's no peace treaties, just caskets. It's easy mathematics. I'm extra large, you're medium. This is like me stepping backwards. You'd need a medium to see me. To me, you're a blacklist and your pen game's as weak as the rappers that are beaten for practice. When I say that he's mean, don't think I mean he's a savage. Cause when I say that he's mean, what I mean is he's average. I ain't here to play with you, I came to loot the stage this evening. Throw grenades at you and raise the ceiling and tell you fuck your baby face. I hate your youthful facial features. If he wants to act like a child, he can play hide and seek with sniper beams. What's that? Age-reducing laser treatment. Out my brain and replaced it with some weaponry. I ripped the little bitch out of this little bitch's brain like I gave him a cesarean. Some people say we're the same because we're regressive, but there's no way that he can better me. So make sure that's embedded in your brain because it's definite. You ain't gaining any leverage. Here, your status and reputation is irrelevant. I mean, in Canada you're great, but they can't stand you in the States like you're a terrorist. Which is ironic, because king of the dope pins off since disaster slayed your fucking president. He showed your country so much hate that it was prejudice, and still you didn't betray him as a nemesis. Instead you gave him inspiration and gave him to his invasion on your territory as he went on to strip your top names of all their medals and become a native of your settlement. And I'd say that was a shame to your Canadian inheritance, but you're basically the same, because as long as you're in the UK, you're an American. They make money off your image. They make money off my imagery. Battle rap is who you are, it pumps through your capillaries. You sign a dotted line and now you're stuck here for infinity. Before this, you were some underconfident bedroom dwelling sucker in some skinny jeans. You'll never make no money off the industry. You'll be stuck forever trying to market rebuttal and shit lyrically. Cause battle rap fucked you and you can't rebuttal your virginity. Backhand slap back to reality. When Shotty Horroh's got you bent double, handing you your Vaseline. You let him bag it up like Halloween and stab it till your bladder bleeds. I heard you call his cock a machine gun, cause when he empties out the magazine, you're taking more shots to the face than a Japanese bukkake scene. Your miniature stature makes you look like a solid mesh of clay, and your ashy large acne scars look like rancid parts of flesh decay that were viciously severed with the edge of machete blades, heavily pepper sprayed then stuck back together with sellotape. In fact, I bet the day God decided to invent your face, everyone at Heaven's Gates was like, look at what a mess you've made. And you ain't under some sort of government order. When you go on holiday, you're the reason immigrants run for the border. Hold up. You're the reason reason the McCann parents are on a hunt for their daughter. And you, hold up, and you jump around like a twat when you rap, like Nams's reactions at Blood in the Water. Fuck with me, cousin. Do you remember when you cussed TC for being mixed race like his blood was impure because of it or something? Well, Manchester, say hello to the world's first African Ku Klux Klan member. Hold up. You may as well have held up a burning cross and spat in the face of your ancestors. Because whether people should only breed within their own race is an argument I completely disagree with, but one that this planet will probably never manage to settle. So don't hate people for being a shade lighter without understanding the level. You should hate your... Hold up. You should hate your bitch of a mother for raising you to act like some sort of African rebel. She homeschooled you and taught you that the white man was the devil. Span, because time's running out for you. So either reassess your career choice or just fucking make some progression, fam. Because failing as a rapper doesn't come with a pension plan. Aiming at this battle clone, so try rapping with a fractured dome. I'm hoping that you know each slap I throw is shatter bones. So here's to hoping that your bony mandible can handle open-handed blows. Cause a lot of people like to compare Unanimous and Zen because of the angry manner in which we rap. But truthfully, I actually pack intelligence into my aggressiveness. That's the biggest difference between you and me. You just spit a bunch of mum jokes stupidly whilst I read you your eulogy, make you swallow your pride and force feed you some scrutiny. See now, this dude's from Leeds. So next time I hear you biting my shit, I will mask up and sprint through your gated council estate community. Kick off the door to where you're staying at, catch you jamming with lunacy, storm towards your fat northern missus while she's brewing tea, shout 2 sugars in her face and clear that shit the fuck out like a one-man removal. Time you went hard was through a computer. My flow's got the fluid to juice you. You can get removed like a tumor. I'll pick you off with abusive maneuvers. Bun your shit bars about shooting a Ruger. I'm on education, school and a tutor. I'm on a prowl, I move like a puma and stay stoned like a dispute with Medusa. I mean your bars on track suggest you want to expose the government's rotten core. But as a revolutionary, you should be gathering the masses and plotting war. But you're not, you're making grime tunes, shot and draw. It's all bullshit when you don't actually stand up for a proper cause. Plus how can your crew be called Don't Gas when you're associated with a Holocaust? The walls on my mind are decorated like a sacred tombs. I spit the same fluid that leaks from ancient fruits. Devilish weaponry, behead your messiah. Scorched oxygen pockets from ingesting the fire. The place I'm from's dead end and dubbed unimportant. A jungle full of junkies, young mums and abortions. I try expand but people are born to die here. The lower class smoking crack resort to the pipe here. I drink away the liver pain thinking about what I'm here. Why when in search of balance do we only find fear? My mind's so ahead of its time it moves in light years. Now you're a popular guy, but you ain't making any pounds, youth. It's ironic that my initials are TV, and it's TV that helped me estimate your current value. I mean, I was just wondering why with such notoriety you ain't signed. But then I watched The Matrix and I found clues. I mean, I figured since you're an oracle, and surely agents should surround you. They take Goliath's roof in. Someone tell the son of your redeemers I brought Leonidas troops in. If he can't hold his shield correctly, it will jeopardize his movement. I'm a malfunctioning cyberhuman, blowing up the lab like a science student that don't like his tutors. You see it, Jones? Look at all the rappers that I influenced. I spit the type of ether that'll make you rewrite your blueprints. I've been here for years and I ain't moving. He's young in the game and I'm a giant to him. So when I say he's wet behind his ears, I don't mean his age. I mean he'd be leaking spinal fluids when I hang him upside down and drop this fruit on his head like Isaac Newton. Fucking intro, let me skip tape. They name this event Summer Standard, but it's more like Summer Madness, cause now you've been thrown on a big stage. He knows that I win. I can see the ghost in his kid's face, and it's nothing to do with his tone or his skin shade. Whatever you put together's always composed in a sick way, but I think your slogan's a bit played, cause the only reason any of your battles are about flowing and spit game is cause you just struggled to hold your composure and choke where you wrote like your opponent opened your throat with a switchblade. Now I know I could continue straight disrespecting him by telling him that his face is as aged as David Letterman's, but I'd just like to say that I rate the way you string together creative sentences and stretch out your schemes, cause I'm also an author that likes to display his penmanship. But with that out the way, you get your brain splattered to grey matter when I wrap you in a straight jacket and force you to take your medicines. It's back to Area 51 with this alienated specimen. But don't get it twisted, villain, I'm only here to help the condition that has you held in submission. I'm your radiation specialist, but wait, my brain's inventive. I don't even need to slate your melanin when your misshaped, decrepit frame and skeleton ain't developing into straighten the record. All the intoxication I've seen you partake in is just a lame attempt to take away your pain forever, and I ain't gotta make no bets on whether it's H or ketamine that your brain's congested with, cause you're a villain, so it's normal for you to be taking heroin. I don't give a fuck if you got your team behind you. I'll turn this to a sabotage. Your white face proves that you don't have no camouflage. And bruv, you couldn't handle bars if you had that moustache.